confused. Hi everybody, Christian here. Today I have various different things to talk to you guys about. Just some thoughts and some experience I've been going through and some things I'm hearing from the Lord that I want to share with you. Let's see. It's weird how to start with this. I'm hearing about gold, not silver, and that's an important element. I mean, a while back I had this dream. I think I titled it Gold. I made a video about it, talking about it. I'll upload it here if you haven't seen it already. I recommend you do so. Obviously, seeing gold, in this land was very powerful. However, to me, it also speaks that it's not silver. So, the value of something is not just in what it looks like, but also what it's not. So that's a weird way of saying things, but basically, think of it like Solomon, all right? In Solomon's day, it was like as though silver was as stones. It was of no value. He was that degree of wealth that was bestowed upon him. It's important because, for many different reasons, but God is just elevating. He's showing you the degree of the blessing that's coming upon you. A while back, I was jumping into the bath, take my shower for the day, and I have a wife and a teenage daughter and one bathroom, so you can feel my pain. And as I'm getting in this tub, it's kind of a smaller, I live in an apartment, a smaller apartment, and it's full. And I don't want to not argue, but not complain to God, but I just wanted to let him know that it's on my mind now that I would like to have my own house, And so I'm getting into my bathtub, thinking about someday I'd like to have a bigger bathtub, too. I just kind of feel cramped, I wasn't complaining, but I was just letting him know it was something that I would be interested in. But what I heard in my spirit was God has brought us to a land that lacks nothing. There's nothing that we won't have. Nothing. Whatever your heart desires, you will have it. Now, this is interesting because for years we've been going through a wilderness and walking toward, we knew this thing God had called us to, this blessing, this thing. And then as the year changed from 2018 to 2019, we moved over, we crossed over into the promised land. But it was weird because I was looking for some physical manifestation of me actually moving to something else, and there you're at another location. But it's not what happened. What happened was, all of a sudden, one day I had this dream where God showed me, take that step of faith and take the next step of faith. You are in the promised land now. And that's what that gold dream was talking about. So that's what we're experiencing right now. However, at the same time that's going on, you're not probably seeing anything in the dream, gold. I keep referencing that. You see that I go to take this step and I see nothing abnormal, nothing that would tell me that this is rich land. But as I take that step very cautiously, I take that step of faith, and just as my foot gets to the point of touching the ground, boom, it turns. So it's what we're seeing, what we're experiencing right now is that. And at the same time, the devil is in your mind. He's constantly messing with you, trying to get you, don't take that step, don't take another step, stop where you're at, nothing's going to happen, stop, quit. Don't take another step. That's what he wants you to do, is give up, quit. This morning I woke up and I was laying there, and I've been experiencing this for the past few weeks. It's like I'm laying there and I have all these things that God has promised and all these things that I'm working on, experiencing and finding breakthrough in these areas. But there's this like a depression or something that kind of hovers over you, just trying to get you to just quit. Just don't believe. Just don't walk anymore. Just quit right now. Go do something else, anything else but this. And I was laying there this morning, I was thinking about it, I'm like, what is my problem? There's nothing to justify this feeling that I'm having in my flesh or my spirit. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just a dampering, trying to keep you down, a wet blanket in a sense, And I realize it's the enemy. The devil is trying to convince me to just lay down and quit. And I know it's happening to some of them. I know some of the people are actually quitting and walking away. But it's of God. This is important. Another thing that God's been revealing to me. Right now, you're probably experiencing people in some way or another who are leaving you, have been kind of leaving in droves in a sense. A couple things I want to say about that. The Lord is showing me that this is like Gideon. How, he took this army that God had given him, and God said, no, it's too many, I want fewer. And so he reduced it by his method, right? You can go read the story. But either way, the point is that God is deliberately reducing your numbers. That's why you're seeing that happen. I know that in my own personal experience, I have Facebook and Twitter and various different things like that for this YouTube channel as well as the website. And I've noticed that I have lots and lots, literally thousands of people who follow on Facebook, and never really lost anybody. Of course, you're going to have one or two drop off here and there, but all of a sudden, it's been just like groups just falling away. And there's not been any change one way or another with what I'm doing. So what is causing this change? That thing that God was telling me about. So that's what I'm seeing. However, it's important that you wait on the Lord. Believe Him. His word is the thing. There's nothing. It's not a prophet. It's not a teacher. It's not an evangelist or a preacher. It's God's word that they bring. That's what's a powerful part, right? Fix your eyes on God and stay. Don't be swayed. It's important because there was also a situation where King Saul was told to go do a particular thing by the prophet Samuel. And when he started to see the soldiers leaving him, right, in droves, he said, okay, well, I'm not going to wait on the Lord anymore, what was told to me. I'm going to go do this thing myself. And he started to perform his own sacrifice kind of thing. And it was wrong. Obedience is better than sacrifice, right? So it's an important element that you be aware of how great a blessing that God has for you. Recognize also that it's acceptable that you can't see it with your naked eye right now. You might see it in the spiritual, but you may not see it in the physical, right? Or maybe it's just starting. That's normal. That's the situation that I'm experiencing myself. But the Lord is saying, keep your eyes on me. If people fall away here and there, that's fine, and God is allowing it. He wants you in a certain condition, in a certain place, just ready to obey Him 100%. And that's where I'm at, but at the same time, my heart's different. I'm not concerned about these problems and these situations that I'm going through because I know that I'm in a land that has a lack of nothing.